What the fuck is a rodeo cheeseburger?
Why are you laughing? Are we live or something?
That sounds so fucking gay.
He's got his cowboy hat on. With
You
his
never went to
cowboy
Burger
boots
King and got a
and
rodeo
spurs?
cheeseburger? It's a cheeseburger with barbecue sauce and onion rings on it.
I fucking hate onion rings. I would never eat that.
Oh, I do too. I can't stand. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's episode 43 of the DCUO Project Podcast. Got quite a few people again joining us in the chat this week. I'm Count Chocula. We don't have Vagrant this week, but we do have, as usual, Crappy Heels. We've got Kaiser. We've got Macabre. We've got the Puppeteer, and we have joining us again is Rock Hardington. So what's up, guys?
What up?
We
Unicorns,
kicked Vagrant
What's
out.
up, Bronies?
Unicorns, really?
Well, we don't have much to talk about this week, so I don't know.
We do have a bunch to talk about. I got a bunch of
You
things.
know,
to talk.
I just want to say, I see what they're doing. You know, they threw the unicorn at people because people were bitching about them nerfing everything down to the ground. Like, hey, here's a distraction, shiny unicorn. They just threw that out there to keep people. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Spittle and Meps. Not getting past me.
Wait, are they actually doing that? They're actually adding a trinket with a unicorn?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're throwing it out there to distract people from the nerfs. I know
Oh
what
my
they're doing.
fucking, how queer is that? Get the fuck out of here.
Final Fantasy comes to DC Universe Online.
And a certain nerd wannabe is like bragging that he's taking full credit for it. His unicorn agenda.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to go and shoot some shamrocks out my ass. That's just great.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, if you guys, I
You
mean,
know
if
what I'm talking about. He's on the council. He's a
I could
YouTuber.
picture a good
He's
idea.
probably the worst player in this game. And
I mean, I ain't saying anything about his playstyle, but
No.
I've seen his comments in the forums. He's acting like a little kid about it. Like,
You
it's
know
a
what,
fucking
based on
gay-ass
his
unicorn
knowledge-
trinket, man.
Bronies,
Fucking
man.
cares?
based on his knowledge, dare I say, I think he's a fake nerd. I'm calling him out. He's a
Who
fake
the
nerd.
fuck wants to be a fake nerd?
He's a fake nerd.
well, for anyone that doesn't know, for any of our iTunes listeners, most people that are tuning in probably have heard something about this. When did this all start? Back on Friday Night Legends with the Revengeancers?
Yeah, and it was like the first couple ones.
Yeah, talk about it, Puppet. I think you've been following it a little more than me. Go ahead.
Aren't they one of? No, go
What'd you
ahead.
say? No,
I said
was gonna-
Revengeancers. Aren't they one of the pet leagues of Spittle and Maps?
Well, not really. I mean,
Not really.
They're not, but it's just like it was one of the Friday Night Legends, and one of their league members was all about unicorns or something, and it kind of put them at a standstill in the Friday Night Legends too. Like, yeah, you could tell they're like, yeah,
Yeah, they were
really?
like, yeah, whatever, next.
And
Yeah.
I guess they did as much as go to SOE Live and bug them about unicorns too. It's like, for real?
Yeah, I saw the video where they had one of their members stand up at the developers. You know, when they had they were talking to the developers. They recorded it on YouTube like it's some great thing. They had some dude get up and awkwardly go, I was wondering, what is the status of the unicorn trinket? And that's what he sounded like. You got to really watch the video. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding. And then everyone on the panel of the devs just kind of looked at each other like, is this guy serious? Like, is these faggots ever going to let this go? Really? You fucking scrub-ass
That's some
Revengeancers?
strong
Damn,
language
you're getting
behavior.
violent. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's some strong language there, Count.
I
give a-
think Count is about to switch to rage.
No, I don't give a fuck about the Revengeancers. They're a bunch of fucking scrubs. There.
Bottom line is, if you complain on the forums and to the devs enough, they'll eventually give in to you.
Yeah, about something that has nothing to do with the game. Okay? Hey, you know what? I'd be all for a unicorn trinket. Is there any unicorns anywhere in any content in DC Universe Online? Like, when you play Gates...
Okay, Count. Hold on, brother. There's this girl. She's named Amethyst or some bullshit like that. and she
Yeah, a
flies on
fucking
horse
80s... You're talking about a fucking 80s comic book that's not even part of the DC Universe? Really? And
I
you're going to
swear to
fucking bring
God-
this shit up?
I swear to God, if they bring this trinket out in DLC 10, and one of the solos for Tier 6 is something with some amethyst world with rainbows and unicorns and shit everywhere, I'm quitting
out.
this game.
Yeah, if you
I'm
want...
done.
I'm done.
Hey, if you want
I am
unicorns...
fucking done, like, no.
Hey, if you want unicorns...
Absolutely not.
If you want unicorns, go play a fantasy game. Don't bring your stupid shit to to the game. You go to a different game. You don't ask them to put, you know, what are you going to go? You're going to go to World of Warcraft and demand they put a fucking Lex Luthor character in there or something? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, come on.
As soon as that trinket comes out, I'm going to
fucking
post all over the forums. It needs a nerf. Nerf the unicorn trinket.
Like someone said in the comments of your video count, World of Warcraft people got bitter and mad when they said they were going to introduce pandas.
Yeah, that was me that said that.
Really thought unicorns was going to go over well for this game?
Yeah, I mean, okay, World of Warcraft's a fantasy game, and the people, they lost so many people when they said, oh, well, our next DLCs revolves around pandas. Fucking half of the people left. And then, I mean, what do you think the people are going to DC Universe? And I had somebody that I was arguing with on Twitter the other day who was in all favor of this unicorn trinket say, well, you don't have to use the trinket. Yeah, but if it actually spawns a unicorn and there's unicorns walking around the Hall of Doom, that affects my game. That affects. I don't want to be running around the Hall of Doom and see a bunch of unicorns everywhere.
Why don't you just go ahead and let everybody know what's really going on?
We're gonna have a gay parade.
Count is a bigot. He hates gays.
No, here's how we stop the unicorns, Count.
No.
Here's how we stop the unicorns. One, we bring it to the attention that is Marvel-based, because you said there was some old 70s Marvel villain, and they're not going to put Marvel stuff in DC.
Well, I mean...
Two...
There is a unicorn villain. Yeah, the Marvel Universe does have a villain called the Unicorn. He's an old Iron Man villain. Yeah.
Two, as a bad joke, you make a new character, you go into the Watchtower, you pop the unicorn pet, make your character lay on the ground, and make your character named Christopher Reeve. That shit will get pulled real quick.
Oh.
What the fuck, guys?
This is how you ruin it.
See now you're infecting my thoughts there, Kaiser, because when Hard Light first came out, I named a tune Kunta Kinte, and I had one of my league mates whip me with the chain.
Dude,
Mac, you're already a bad person.
You've got to be kidding
Tell
me.
everybody about your impersonations.
No, I dressed him with a big afro, shirtless. He had the little like voodoo pants on or whatever. Yep, barefooted. He kept saying, "What's your name?" And I just kept typing Kunta Kinte.
Oh God.
Wow.
So Christopher
Wow,
Reeve
that's
would
right.
get that shit'll be gone in a week.
Well, aren't you the one that wanted to rename Phase Dodge Michael J. Fox?
Just because foreign people can't, channel their inner Michael, they have to get shit.
This show has got real racist.
Hey, I'm not racist. I'm not
That's
talking
not
about
racist.
racism.
That's just me making very dark jokes.
I'm just saying, if you like unicorns, go play a game that has unicorns in it. There, problem solved. Okay.
I just want them to stop using it as a distraction from them nerfing shit.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, if everything was running right in the game, maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal. But they've got like a list of issues, coming in.
The sad part is PlayStation still has mic bug that for 3 years now. We can't get that fixed, but we can get a dumbass unicorn trinket.
There you
Why
go.
does everybody fucking protest about gay ass shit?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about a unicorn trinket? Let's make our shit fucking work right first.
And it's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. So it really is.
The past couple things that devs have done have rubbed everybody the wrong way because they're not in tune with the actual community. Only a few fucking idiots.
Now you'd be like people are saying in the chat, you'd be in favor of unicorn trinket if you could clip with it.
You probably can clip with the damn thing. But the cooldown's going to be fucking forever.
All I know is the first time I go into a raid and I pug a raid and there's 5 people that pop a unicorn trinket and a damn unicorn comes out and starts fighting, I'm done. I mean, it's one
Just
thing.
like that guy said.
It's one thing to bring a ghost trinket like Mr. Boo in. I mean, that's Halloween content, okay? I don't see any unicorn content in this game.
It's just making more of a joke of the game. I mean, what's
It is.
next?
It's an ironic joke.
I mean, what's next? You're going to have Batman appear in certain like safe houses and nightclubs and start doing the Bat 2C because it would be funny? Old Adam West 1960 shit? I mean, what else ridiculous can you throw in? How about some clowns dancing? Oh, wait, we got clowns in the streets.
I just don't like the fact that they're catering to a very small percentage of they've got a whim. They've got some whim that they wanted a unicorn trinket, and then it spread into something where how many people did they have backing it? How many people?
It's kind of ironic because you see them on there. They're like, oh, well, some of these things you guys want done can't happen because the forums are only a small percentage of the people. We've got to be blah 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 for the whole community and da 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 da. But everything they fucking do is something that's been spit on the forums.
Right.
It's like, oh, well, you want to nerf this? Okay, we better do it. They'll get mad and they'll sit there and bug us and fucking they'll caps lock all day.
Every time I post something legit in the forums, like this is broke, it should be fixed, it's been broke for a long time, there's a bug forum about it, I'm just bringing it up again to fucking remind everybody about it, you know, because that's the only way shit gets fixed if you post a million times on the forum, and everybody's always like, oh, we don't need to hear about this, it's already in the bug section. Yeah, well, it's been in the bug section for fucking 2 years, and nobody has ever done anything about it.
Yeah, if you bring up any, if you're trying to make your point by saying they shouldn't do this because they haven't fixed this yet, whoever's in that, there's always like one or two douchebags, and they're usually from, it's usually one of those bums from the Revengeancers doing it that I've seen, that will post, oh, you need to go to the bug section of the forum and all. It's like the point of your whole post isn't because there's a bug. The point is they're not fixing it. That's the point. Mm-hmm. It's not that they don't know about it. It means they need to be fixing the issues before they worry about stupid shit in the game like unicorn trinkets.
If everybody complained about the legit problems in the game as much as they did about, oh, this is overpowered, or this is overpowered, or clipping this, clipping that, or just any of that bullshit that everybody makes a million fucking threads of, if they did that about the actual things that were wrong, maybe stuff would get fixed. You know, it's partially those people's fault on the forum that complain all the time because they have the devs so wrapped up trying to fucking please their every fucking little wish that they don't have a lot of time to be looking at the bugs because every fucking week when something turns around, somebody's complaining about something new.
And the problem is you know, like I stated in a post, is because a lot of those leagues they play with on a personal basis. It might not be every day. It might only be a couple day or, you know, a couple times. But what do you think they're hearing about the whole time while they're sitting there? They're hearing about what they want done in the game.
About what their personal agenda of what they want done. And the unicorn trinket is a perfect example of somebody's personal agenda coming to fruition in the game. And it shouldn't be like
even
that.
Knowledgeable of the DC universe, really.
Right.
He makes constant mistakes.
See, the forums are just a terrible place to gather advice from, because if you think about it, good players don't go to the forums and be like, oh, look how awesome I am. I'm in the forums. I'm fucking so cool on the game. I'm good. Like, people that are good don't go to the forums because they don't have anything to complain about. It's just the people that suck that go to the forums because they have nothing but complaints all because this guy beat me in DPS, or I don't like this because I don't understand it. Like, so the only thing you're going to get in the forums is negative feedback. You're never going to get positive feedback because people don't go there to be like, this raid is awesome. Good job, devs. You know, they're nerfing fucking Hank again.
Yeah, I saw that.
The heroes are such whiny bitches. We dealt with Batman, first Ninja Batman, for the whole entirety of his fucking life, and we still deal with him now. I mean, he's not that bad because now we're over-geared, but he still fucking comes over and he'll one-shot you. It still doesn't matter. He just fucks you up. But God forbid the heroes fucking, everybody's on the forums complaining about Hank. Uh-oh. Hank is overpowered. He jumps around and kills people. Deal with it.
Hey, Kaiser. Kaiser, before you say what you're going to say, I want to give you a thanks for posing for the picture I have up in the stream right now. Thank you, sir.
Hey, you know what's going to make you even more mad is when the trinket isn't a pony. It turns you into that.
I'm going to kill you. You want to start shit with me? It's on.
I'm just messing with you, Kaiser.
No, but I got something to say to tackle.
It's actually Rock Hardington, but anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I saw the post that Crappy was talking about in the forums, like nerfing Hank and stuff, and people were actually defending it.
Yeah.
Like saying, some of us have jobs, kids, a life. We need to do it too. Okay.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Let me finish.
I saw that post. Go ahead.
What part of MMO don't you foreign people get? MMOs reward
Are you high?
and effort and time put in. MMOs are time sink. They're not something pop on, you got everything done within a few days.
It's not like Call of Duty. You just don't jump on and play.
Yeah, no, and these are the same people that are responsible for getting like all the clipping and stuff nerfed. I got news for you. You think getting clipping nerfed, you think getting all the powers put in line like this is going to make you go into a raid and stand a chance on the scorecard? No. Your weakness is you put a half hour into the game a day maybe and play like maybe an hour or two on a Saturday. Players like us that have put in hard work and try and put effort into the game will be on a few hours a day. We'll spend 2 or 3 hours at the sparring target practicing rotations and stuff. We'll find something new. The reason you're not doing anything is you don't put the time in. You're just bad. Stop getting stuff nerfed. If you suck,
you're always going to suck. No matter what kind of crutch DC
you'll be better.
You're always going to suck.
And see, the problem that's even more than that is, like, it's not even... I mean, they weren't even that hard to begin with.
Right.
It still only took 30 minutes, so they're like, oh,
yeah,
well, we gotta
it was
take 10
easy
more
from
minutes
day
off.
one. It wasn't hard.
10 more minutes off.
I mean, it was a little...
I just want to say, with the way they're nerfing it, making weapon mastery big, you think that's going to make all DPS balanced? One-handed. Focus blast into solar flame into a fire detonate. That thing will probably hit for 20 or 30,000 with its 3 or 4 times damage clipped right. There's your rotation. Fire's OP.
You hear that, Rock Hardington? You better get on it.
Listen, though,
Focus blast, solar
I already
flame,
got my respect token.
We're OP.
It doesn't hit that much harder.
No, but it's just good. You know, one-handed's the weapon of the month.
Well, he said it could
one-handed for that combo.
Yeah, he said it could be up to 100% crit. So if you do it right, you're guaranteed to crit whatever power that is. So if you know you got a power that crits for a shit ton, you know you're
like mass detonate. Yeah.
You don't even need regular detonate to work.
And the faster the weapon combo, the weapon mastery combo before it, the faster that big number is gonna come out. So then it's gonna be like, oh, that's the power we got to go to.
Yeah,
so it's going to be one weapon mastery everybody uses because it's going to be the quickest one.
Yep.
Yeah, people will find the best one and everyone will use it. There'll be tons of YouTube videos about it and everyone's just going to flock to it. So
in my eyes, it's not even going to be used with a lot of powers because it's just not going to be beneficial to some powers. Taking all that time out just to have a move crit harder. I mean, yeah, the move is going to crit harder, but taking that time out of your rotation to do it, you could probably just did that damage or more, just keeping up.
That's why the one-handed is going to
be
Vagrant
is joining us.
And it's not affected by combo mechanics. It can't be blocked. You just sit in the back, hold triangle, move. Hold triangle, move. Just over and over.
Hey, hold on one second. Vagrant, are you there?
Yeah.
What's your thanks for joining us. What's your take on the unicorn trinket?
Probably the same that most people are thinking. Why are they working on this?
Thank you.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of other stuff that they should be working on.
And one guy, Meps was like, "Oh, I guarantee we won't be working on it long. If you're working on it."
The thing is though, if they're making a unicorn trinket, they have to make a new model.
Thank you.
They have to make a new icon.
I was just going to say that.
They're putting a little more resource into it than they're giving off because they don't want players to be like, well, yeah, like pretty much they have to put a little more effort into it.
Well, yeah, they have to build a model. There's no unicorns in the game that they can just snatch that model from. I mean, why not make a Cyclops trinket where one of those little one of those miniaturized, the big Cyclops and gates?
Did they say what they were going to make it? Is it like a pet? Does it transform?
It's probably going to be a pet. I'm thinking pet.
I don't care what it's going to be. It's going to be stupid.
Okay, so first off, this is what they have to do. They have to make the model. They have to make the icon for it because odds are they're probably going to make its own icon.
Right.
Then you have to make it do. You have to code it to do things, right?
Right.
So that's extra work. Then you have to implement something to where you can get it. So that's even more coding. Then you have to do the effects that it'll do. They'll probably steal the St. Patrick's Day rainbow effect. So that's probably the only way that they're cutting corners for this.
Hey, and
it's going to be overpowered. I'm getting it.
And don't forget how many bugs it might cause down the road.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you popped your unicorn figure. Oh, I can't hear crappy heels. Damn.
I can see first day. I can see first day they forget to lock it in PvP arenas.
Oh God.
Here's a worse thought. What if they do two birds with one stone and really ruin the game by making the unicorn trinket spawn a unicorn that you can actually ride, and that would be like a mount?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you see people running around the city on the backs of unicorns.
Yeah, you'll be begging for a chocobo. Okay, if you're gonna fucking, you'll be begging for a fucking chocobo. All right. Yeah, but at least a Tombot. Somebody's saying, a Tombot is actual content from the game. That's my beef.
Help me level up my hero, the Tombot.
That retroactively is pretty cool because it can help you level.
Didn't people try to defend against that statement you've made, Count? Like saying robot pterosaurs have no place.
Yeah, that's Oolong Island. What are you talking? Yeah, that's Oolong Island.
That was
you gotta be that guy in the freaking forums is a moron. I don't know if he's one of those Revengeance or bums or who. I don't know. But whoever that guy was is a fucking moron.
Why don't you bring up what that guy said on your YouTube channel? What a nice guy that Spittle and them listen to.
Yeah, I put a video up and he gets on and calls me a cunt rag? Because I don't... Yeah, okay, really?
That's nice company.
You're going to get personal? I mean, if you want to get personal, we'll get personal.
What happened?
Yeah.
Count made that little video about the unicorn trinket, and some guy got on there calling Count a cunt rag, saying if he's lucky, maybe he'll get
It's not some guy, it's Breakforce from the Revengeancers.
Another one of those goody two-shoes that does no wrong on the forums. That's so constructive, but Count didn't even say anything negative to them.
I just made a parody video with an action figure just making fun of Unicorn, and he's like, oh, you're a cunt rag, and I'm like, well, that's fine. If you want to get personal, that's fine.
I hate how those guys act all goody two-shoes on the forums.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to go. What a
weird choice of a trinket.
No, why didn't he just call you an asshole or something? Like, what the freak kind of...
He must be 13.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Who the fuck uses cunt rag?
So wait, see, that explains why we got the trinket. We got a bunch of young little bronies all wanting their pony trinkets.
Yep.
Man, you must have been so offended when he called you that. I would have been crying.
All I'm saying is other games aren't concerned with little things like that. They're out there doing hot fixes almost every single day.
Thank you.
Fixing bugs.
Breakforce. Oh, that guy's a piece of shit in the forum.
You know what? Vagrant?
That's the guy that got on my channel. Yeah.
Honestly,
Shout
Vagrant, I'm surprised.
For being a douchebag.
He's a class act. Yeah.
What was that, Kaiser?
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't say, but WoW did it. They introduced pandas, and you saw that. You saw what happened.
Except that's an expansion, man.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, but WoW did it.
But a lot of people didn't like it. I mean, a lot of people.
But the Pandarans were part of the Warcraft lore already.
Oh, okay. All I know is people.
But fucking unicorns aren't.
I was only talking about one person that I knew that played World of Warcraft that said he quit because of the panda stuff.
It's because it wasn't a really well thought out expansion.
Yep.
Kind of like Weapon Mastery.
I saw commercials for it, like on random YouTube videos back when it released. It didn't look serious like Warcraft was. It looked like some kind of Kung Fu Panda shit thrown in there. Like, really? This is World of Warcraft? I didn't think the game was like that.
Their next expansion is looking pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I just know that, they need to get away from trying to make this game into an ironic joke, and that's kind of what it seems like they're doing. I mean, so some girl out there that plays in some PC league, she really is in love with unicorns. Oh, that's fine. Don't expect everyone to be acceptable when you're trying to bring that into a game that it doesn't. I mean, if it was like a Final Fantasy game, I'd be like, oh, sure, that fits. That fits the mood, the theme. It does not fit the mood, the theme, or the style of this game in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, and then there's no proper pet system for this game. You just summon a pet, and it's useful for freaking fighting things. A proper pet system means you have a little minion that follows you and it doesn't do anything. It's just there.
It's vanity.
In this game, you summon it. It takes a trinket slot. There's just no reason to ever have it in your inventory ever. It just takes space in my bank. I'll never use it.
Yeah, but you'll have to look at other people using it when you're running your content. That's my issue.
Is it going to make you so mad that you don't even want to look at it?
Yeah, if you want to make it a base item for people's individual bases, that's different, okay? But if we're going to see a bunch of unicorns walking around Metropolis, then, yeah, nah.
Well, there is that broken carousel over there by Grill Island.
The Playhouse carousel?
Oh, yeah, it does have like little...
Well, even over there by
okay, let's leave them over there then.
Yeah, and I already have one of those unicorns on my base, so I don't really need another one that shoots
no, that's
rainbows out
probably
their
what
ass.
they're gonna rip the model from. They're probably just gonna tweak that a little bit.
The only way I could actually see that being a viable trinket at all is if it spawned like a unicorn like 2 or 3 times the size of your character, and it like one-shots a boss. Just have it run through the freaking room.
I mean, please refrain from giving them ideas. They've already nerfed the game to the point where it's retardedly easy already.
I mean, I put on there, we put on the forums that, if you're gonna give them a unicorn trinket, why can't I have a Deck Star trinket? I mean, you got 3 Lantern DLCs coming out. You just gave us Red Lanterns. I mean, that makes way more sense. And I mean, if they want to be like, oh, well, he's licensed and that costs us so much money to get him. Give me a cat that wears a suit. It don't have to fucking be him. I mean, at least it makes sense. And I mean, if they want to, go as far as give me the cat that wears a suit, they can make him, put the plasma burn power interaction on him for me too.
And in defense of that, getting the license is hard. Please, they know Lantern sell, and they've already got the license to how many from the Lantern universe already for this last DLC? They got Bleeze, Atrocitus, that Arissa Rab character. They still got Kilowog. They got Hank. They got like the whole cast of Lantern, and they can't bring in a cat. Like, it's too much.
Well, maybe
more work.
Deckstar's down the road. I mean, it could be in one of the next DLC.
But nobody begged for him over and over and over.
Right,
and over.
exactly.
I mean, I put the thread on the forums, and then guess what it was? It was all the people that hopped on there to defend unicorns because I made a slight reference, but my post was constructive. But I made a slight reference to saying that he would be better than unicorns, and he made more sense. And then I have all the people that are telling me that I'm butthurt pretty much. But they're the ones replying to the thread defending unicorns that I never even said.
This is why this is why I
they're just a bunch of trolls.
Statement. Now, this is why I stand by my one statement that half the people that post in the forums are people that don't even play the game no more. They're just trying to fuck shit up.
They should just close the forums.
They should link the forums to your DC account somehow. Like, there's a main DC login, and only Legendary, or only if you've played in the last month can you post.
They could do that. They could make it real easy. Take the forum and make it only for announcements, and make their bug. I don't know if they still have it in there. Their in-game bug reporting.
Yeah, just do
make that be a suggestion box, pretty much. Just the same way like Elder Scrolls does for their beta. The only way to talk, to report bugs to Elder Scrolls is through a chat box that gets sent to them.
Well, the problem is that the devs, in trying to be like trying to keep an open communication with the community, they're letting the inmates run the asylum. Basically, is what's going on. And one thing is, bowing to every little whim of the community is not the way to run your game. Yeah, I mean, it's really not the way to develop your game. It's bad business. Hey, somebody in the chat has a question. Jay Kingdom says, what are people on the forums talking about Yins saying we are going to be able to customize our sidekicks? It's like,
I think he said something briefly at one point, but it was just like a passing thing.
Probably like just henchmen and stuff like from the bases, the accomplices.
What do you mean by customize? I mean,
I think
like probably just make them look different and stuff.
Yeah,
things like that.
Or just choose, like, if you have five different bases, be able to choose which one you want instead of having to actually have that base.
This Breakforce guy on the forum just keeps replying to my one comment that I put down. Geez, that's like 3 times.
Yeah, that guy has no life, dude. He's talking about us not. He's like, oh, obviously you've never seen tits. That's why you're so angry. I'm like, really? What the hell is that coming out of? I mean, that's just out of. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything we're talking about?
Really vulgar lately.
Yeah, no.
Like that's supposed to like get your point across.
Yeah,
that
get a life,
look
dude.
Like things are gonna be towards your favor.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Get a live stream and have my wife take her shirt off or something? I mean, what's he wanting?
Don't give him ideas.
I don't know.
Scrub bucket.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of hits.
Anyway,
showing tits on the internet, that's big.
You could be on PlayStation Live, bro.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you'd have one stream of Count showing his wife's tits, and then Crappy taking hits from a bong.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
30,000 views instantly.
Well, I do have my own agenda I'm starting tonight on the show, but that's going to be a little later. So what about this 60 frames a second? That's something good we can talk about. How many frames a second do they get on the PC?
60.
You get 60?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When you're playing?
Could you run it higher, or does DC itself have it capped?
It's 60. What runs higher than 60 right now and anywhere?
I think people are saying that they pushed it higher, but it's crashed as well.
Where does Call of Duty run at more than 60 frames per second?
You could run Call of Duty at like 120.
I'm about to say a lot of people run
Call of Duty.
They run Battlefield 4 up in crazy frames.
I know certain TVs run higher frames per second, but
yeah, I mean it also depends on your PC.
Yeah, people on PC have been playing Pro Mod and Call of Duty 4 for years and like 120 frames per second.
Yeah, but the problem is if they record their video,
yep,
you're not going to get. You're going to have to be back down to 30 frames a second.
Oh yeah, because YouTube slaughters it down.
I was about to say, I was like, I watched your video.
No, it's not YouTube that slaughters it. It's the programs that can't run that fast. It's usually your processor too.
Yeah, but YouTube compresses it. When you upload to YouTube, it does compress it.
Yeah, you can never put 60 frames per second on YouTube. It just converts it back down, makes it look like 30.
Makes it look like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen you posted a video talking about the 60 frames. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and see this. I was like, I hope this asshole didn't go on here and say, yeah, look at those 60 frames per second.
I said you can't tell.
I had to check and make sure that you didn't.
I'm not a complete idiot, okay?
I mean, even though watching,
I joined the Revengeancers. I joined the Revengeancers if I was
I did look. Even in that video though, you can see more particle effects from where.
Yeah, you can tell a difference in the video. You really can. So, Galaxy Soul says the PS4 is coming next week for him. Nice, cool.
You need to make a new video of how the PS4 elitist chat is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't chat broken?
Yep.
Chat's been broken for 2 days.
Chat's broken, and PvE mechanics in fucking instances are still broken.
Well, I'm not talking
making
about
a freaking unicorn trinket.
He's talking.
I'm not talking like
PlayStation voice chat, not in-game
the whole
chat.
like the PlayStation cross chat right now is like.
No, I'm talking about just bugs in general that are huge, and they are just not doing anything about it for some reason.
Yep.
What's their next hot fix?
I think I found out.
Nerfing Hank Henshaw is their hot fix tomorrow.
Apparently, that is more important than fixing counter mechanics.
Or fixing PS4 disconnect. They're having some PS4 disconnect problems, I guess.
I think I figured out what's wrong with the chat.
PC side too. I keep getting disconnected when I'm like trying to join.
Oh, really?
Something.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, not to mention, I actually find I keep hearing people talk about black screens on their PS4, and I'm like, it's probably something you're doing or something. I actually had that happen to me on my PS4 today when I got on DC. It error crashed me, and I came back. I was like, oh, please don't be fucking up on me. I went back in.
I'm just saying, how many crashes has happened on Final Fantasy 14?
On PS4, none.
None. I've not had any.
I've never crashed on my PC.
Yeah.
With that game.
Even on the beta was so good. I mean, we logged the first day that I got out of that little introductory. It's kind of similar to the Brainiac ship. got out there, and it was wall to wall people. It was shoulder to shoulder in the world, and no frame rate drops, smooth as silk. I was like,
Really?
oh man.
Nice.
But you know the reason for that. Sin number one. Someone had to use the Unreal 3 engine.
Well, yeah, that's going way back. Yeah, Unreal 3 engine is part of the core problem, but we've known that since day one.
Pretty much.
Yep. But I don't know.
It's unreal how many bugs and problems we have now.
The game was going. They throw in things that really help the game. I love the 60 frames per second.
Me too.
Last 2 days I played, I mean, it's almost like a new experience. So, I mean, they are doing some positive stuff, but
The only thing I don't like about that is it takes forever to load into a layer battle now.
oh, does it?
Yeah, it takes a long time. Like, before I used to be in there, like, seconds before everybody almost, and now it takes forever. I mean, it might help if I don't know how people with, different hard drives in the PS4 are, but, I mean, it takes longer. It's noticeably longer.
Well, you can put yours back down to 30 frames and get in quick.
I know, but I mean, it doesn't really bug me that much, but it has changed some things.
How do you know that's the reason why the loading
Because
screen?
it didn't start until after that.
Oh, okay.
It's the next day when that happened, like, I loaded into one. I'm like, damn, I was like, that loading screen took forever, and I kept queuing them up, and it took forever. I mean, I'll get on there and bump it back down and see if it helps, and check and see if that's what it is. So, but God knows, I better not put it in the bug form.
Don't do that.
I'm like, that isn't important. I wanted my motherfucking whatever fucking trinket that Kaiser probably be in there fucking screaming for.
Oh.
Hell no.
We know you started that unicorn thread. We know you got a PC.
No, that was the fake nerd on the other YouTube.
No,
channel.
we know you got a PC and you just fucking playing this. Huh,
Nope.
Kaiser
100%
00
nerd,
stab.
less
What,
calories.
100% nerd, no skill, 0% skill? You talking about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there ain't no 100% to the nerd part. I told you, he's a fake nerd. He's pretending. You cannot be a nerd and have the lack of knowledge that he has.
Do I have to put my Brony screen up? I don't know if Vagrant's seen it yet.
No.
Are you looking at the live stream?
Here,
Vagrant?
1 second. Let me bring it up.
Not the Brody screen.
I'm just gonna say this about the trinket. If they're gonna make a trinket like that, I want a new consumable of either Pop-Tarts or French toast. And they can have sprinkles if you wanted to have it colorful.
Well, I am starting my own agenda tonight. I've got some things prepared on the live stream that I'm going to get the word out, and I am starting my own agenda to get something added to the game, that reflects my attitude towards what I want put in the game. So
We can't have dicks in the game.
Oh man, you just ruined it,
There's
man.
enough of them already.
I don't want
done,
penises
man.
hanging from the ceiling in my lair.
No. Count's got a good idea.
Oh. It's gonna be like the mistletoe, but it'd be a penis.
Are you
Like
gonna
penis
say it
chairs,
now, or are
you
you gonna
just sit
save
on
it for
them.
later, Count?
Well, I wanted to thank Vagrant for posing for that picture for us.
That looks nothing like me.
Oh,
Maybe
come
if it
on
looked
now.
a little like me, I would play along with it.
He said, "Oh, my pants are blue."
It looks like jams.
Oh my god.
It does look like
looks like
jams.
whoever that is. It looks like he just got back from a trip to the daddy's house.
Like the party, like we're riding him.
Maybe he's on his way over to hang out with the Revengeancers or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they've got in mind over
Who
there.
loves pony? I love pony.
Oh Jesus, that was funny.
God.
Hilarious.
He's got like the warrior armbands too. What the
Hell
fuck
yeah,
is
he's
with
all
that?
decked out, man.
That's a warrior harness.
Yeah.
I wonder if they dressed up. They're going to dress up at SOE Live like that. Have a little dress up.
If they
where
come out,
They
when they
might
come out
as
with that
well.
trinket, they better.
They can all like color coordinate themselves and just change each other hooves.
I
know
think
what?
someone figured out your plan already, Count.
Yeah, I seen it in the.
So just because all the devs are starting to get all to these player memes and stuff like that, soon we're gonna get a base item that says soon. trademark. Just because, you know, they love the players so much, they just want to give us everything that we, you know, laugh at on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to turn it into a joke, let's run with it. I mean, if they want to turn the game into an ironic joke, just let's run with it.
Can we create our own base items down the road, you think? That'd be awesome. I want to create my own base item because I'm going to have a big old SOE sign that says soon or eventually.
Well, this is my proposal, and I am serious about this. I'm going to start a Facebook and everything like this. I'm starting the agenda officially tonight to add Laser Shark, the Laser Shark agenda. And what it is I want a here's my goals. There's the picture of it that I have. There's probably, I'll leave it up for a second because I think there's a delay in the stream. But I'm serious about this. I want to get this added into the game as a vanity
We want
pet.
sharks with friggin' laser beams attached to their heads.
Yeah, and I want them to make that little sound, pew pew, that I've got it up on the screen.
They don't really have to do much with that because Tombot does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, pew
Well,
pew.
well, besides shooting laser beams, we also want its secondary move to kind of make a tornado. You know, a kind of shark tornado, if you get what I'm saying.
Shark. Oh,
You know,
my
when
God.
when water comes out,
This is what we want.
when water comes out, that'll be one of its abilities. You summon laser sharks.
And here's my goals.
A pool of water underneath them, kind of like, you know, the Hershey Kisses. As
No, let's be honest here. DC wouldn't do that. They would have a shark just floating there. Let's be honest here.
Well, here's my goals. Here's my goals for the agenda. Number one, of course, to get a flying shark with frickin' laser beams added to the game. That's number one goal. I want to get 500 players to support this agenda. That is my ultimate goal. I want to have 500 players. I've got all this information up on the screen. Then I'm going to start a forum thread. When I get the support of 50 players from social media, when I know I have the backing of 50 players, I am going to start the forum thread, and I'm going to make the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube videos, everything that needs to be done. So I'm hoping I get everyone on board with this, and we can get this agenda to the devs as fast as possible, and get this in game. I'm hoping by the summer, get this all in game.
It'd be perfect for the summer content.
Exactly.
They're going to give you one of those bouncy balls, but in shark formation, and then they're going to tell you to use laser vision. That's it.
Hey, and they've already said that, you know, making new character models doesn't take very long.
Right.
They won't have to spend much resources on this.
It's no problem for them to do a unicorn trinket, it seems like.
I got a perfect place for it. When you go into the Hall of Doom and you look up inside the old broker, you can go up into the window and watch the little shark fly around shooting everything.
Yeah, I want it, and I want to be able to summon it, and it doesn't have to fight. I'm not gonna, I don't want to tax them on the coding. It doesn't have to fight in battles, but I do want it to follow me around and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope my video card doesn't crash. No. Don't do it.
That animation's going too hard on it.
They got to nerf laser sharks, man. I think it just crashed my PC.
Okay, it's not even created in the game yet, and they got to nerf that shit.
If anything, it just makes me want a proper pet system.
I want a big, fat, bald, like hairy back kind of guy sitting in a beanbag chair eating Cheetos, and he just follows you around in a motor scooter.
So Super Patriot?
Fat
Yeah, we already have that. It's called Super Patriot.
More like Duckman's mother-in-law.
Damn, I had to walk away for a sec.
Duckman. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Did the laser sharks almost crash your fucking card?
The laser shark needs nerfed, apparently, because my video card's going wanky on me.
You must have one beast fucking Windows computer.
They should give the
over
laser
there.
shark a phase dodge.
I can't. They nerfed it.
But I am serious about this. You'll be seeing a lot more of the laser shark agenda coming soon. So hope everyone gets on board with this, because I'm dead serious.
YouTube video of it.
I
I'll
mean,
put it
that's
up on my channel.
I'm
That's
dead
really close to the
serious.
street sharks. I mean, you can almost have them like run around in rollerblades, man.
Hell yeah, street sharks. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll bring back out the old cartoons.
It'll be like the Central City trinket. We can make it like the city. It'll have like different phases.
Don't worry, I got your back on this. The next time they have Friday Night Legends on the PS, I've already made a Dr. Evil character. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to demand my sharks with friggin' laser beams attached to their heads.
And I mean,
you gotta say it just like he says it, though.
I want frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads.
Yeah, so everyone get on your Twitters. Everyone in the chat, get on your Twitters. Let's get this agenda going.
Evil and bring me my shark. Is that shark?
Yep. Let's get
We
this.
all have to get. we'll all have to get together and give Count $1 billion.
Hell yeah.
$1 billion.
Of in-game money.
The summer might be a little ambitious considering, the developers of the game. But if they don't have it done by, SOE Live, I thoroughly,
No, we don't know.
I really, I'm sorry. Sorry, I had something going on in my house. I expect you to. Oh God. Sorry.
Parent trap.
I expect Count Chocula to be at SOE Live, and I expect you to stand up and ask for it.
Oh, I'll make an ass of myself. You don't understand.
Oh, he's gonna be dressed up like the Count, and he's gonna carry around that inflatable shark.
Oh my God.
That's a beautiful idea.
It doesn't have to have working holes, but it's got to be inflatable, and you're gonna have to walk around with it the entire time.
No, I'll dress up like the old Chevy Chase character, Land Shark from Saturday Night Live. I'll do that. Have the big shark suit on. I want my damn friggin' flying shark with friggin' laser beams attached. If they can get a unicorn trinket, I'll be damned if I'm not gonna get a fucking shark with laser beams.
Well, I guess like
head.
the movie, if they can't get the laser shark, at least get us mutated sea bass.
Well,
I might settle for some mutated sea bass.
No, I want the shark, damn it. I don't want mutated sea bass.
In fact, if we ever get new powers and we get water power, can it please have mutated sea bass as one of its moves?
And of course, I will have T-shirts available at the CountShocularScript.com. Unicorns suck, and
yeah, I could see water powers working out really well. You call in a fire truck, you pull out the hose, and that's your 35% power move, right?
Well, no. Did you hear? One of the trees for water is sharkomancy.
Sharkomancy.
Duh. I mean,
as long as they have laser beams strapped on their heads, that's fine with me.
So if we do get the sharks, what if we
and then the other tree is Watergate, right?
Yeah, there you go, Watergate.
No, but seriously, if we get the sharks, would it be wrong of me if I got the shark trinket and summoned the pet, and then made a new character and named it Samuel L. Jackson and had him trying to run away from it?
Oh my God! Why are you yelling? Haven't you seen any of my movies?
I got eaten by a motherfucking shark.
Jurassic Park got eaten by a raptor. God damn, motherfucker!
Matt, do that one impression of that girl.
Why a shark? Why not a shark? Why a MLS USA 10 says count? Why not a shark? Why a shark? Why not a shark? Why a unicorn?
Why not a dolphin?
Sharks are a lot cooler than unicorns.
Oh yeah, we need Flipper in this game.
I mean, Aquaman had cover like 27 that had a shark on the cover, so it was real small, but it was there, so it's cool.
No,
Villains get sharks, heroes get dolphins.
Aquaman talks to sharks and shit.
And some particular people can have manatees.
Black Manta rides sharks. Okay, that's his mount. So, yeah.
He also defeated Steve Irwin.
Oh. Damn. What is it with you and dead celebrities tonight?
No.
What is it with midget celebrities in Final Fantasy?
If I'm Samuel L. Jackson, I'd be nervous right now that I was going to die.
I'm waiting for the Philip Seymour Hoffman fucking joke. Too soon?
A heroin trinket? Really?
Oh my God.
There was some benzodiazepines and shit like that
Carey.
there too.
Oh shit. That's fucking
hilarious.
Hi. I think we're pretty much derailed at this point.
Because there's really not much to talk about in terms of the game.
Yeah, there is. There's Laser Shark agenda, and we will talk about it. Damn it! I'm gonna be as adamant as those Revengeance or bums or however the
balance is out the window. Crappy. You should know this by now.
I know how to balance the game in a couple easy steps.
One,
delete it.
Now, for the most part, all the might powers are pretty close to each other in DPS, except for like
electricity.
And we could say Earth too, even though it's not really. It could go either way. But those
the
are
only
the two
precision
powers.
move they have that's decent is Jackhammer. It's more might than anything.
If they stepped up electricity and Earth and made them in balance with the rest of the power, with the rest of the might-based powers, because they're all good if you know how to use them. And then all they have to do is simple. They tweak the stats on the gear to give you a little bit more might, so your moves are competitive with the precision people, and then lower the power cost. And bam! I mean, that wouldn't make it perfect, but that would make it a really good starting base to see what you needed to work on.
Yeah,
and then you could adjust little things from there. And how easy would it be to just change some stats on gear? And
how easy would it be though if we got that unicorn trinket first and started having a whole bunch of fun?
In all seriousness,
it's all fun.
In all seriousness, that would be the easy and the smart thing to do.
The easiest and smartest way to do it. It wouldn't affect nothing.
Did you see what Spittle and Meth said this week?
They're doing this the fucking retard way. Why do you want to go through every single power, change cooldown times, animation times, all of that, when you could just tweak some stats on gear and a few little things here and there?
No, the problem is
the small part of the community doesn't want to have clipping.
Spittle came out directly and said we need to slow the game down now for the future of the game. He's pretty much saying they're going to be nerfing down clipping to where it's not like it is right now. He said they're purposely slowing down the game, and Spittle was going on about use powers because you like them, not because they're competitive. You know what, devs? Eat your own words. If your philosophy is slow the game down and you should pick powers because you like them and not be competitive, remove the scorecard from PvE like other MMOs.
Right.
Eat your words and do that.
Well,
I pick powers because I like them. I'm nature, and I will never not be nature.
It's too late to change your core. It's too late to change their core philosophy on the game now without losing a lot of people. I mean, they're going to lose a ton of people if they change the way. They should have adopted a philosophy about the game a long time ago. It's too late now to say, oh, well, we need to slow the combat down. It's too late. Your game's been out 3 years. It's too late for that. Your core base of people are going to up and leave you.
Period. The game is popular because it's fast-paced.
Destiny.
I said that same thing I just said about increasing the might stats and lowering the power cost on the forums in one of the threads about balance, and everybody fucking jumped there. They're like, no, that wouldn't work. Weapon mastery is going to add balance to all the powers.
No, one hand is going to be broken. There's going to be
and one guy is like, oh, there would be too much power for everybody in the group if you lowered the power cost back to T4. Well, hey, if it did come out that it was too much power, just fucking up the cost a little bit. What the fuck is the big deal on a little tweak here and there? Rather than you need to go into every single power and every single power's ability and change all the fucking times. Not only cooldown times, but animation times. That's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, instead of changing your core philosophy on how the game is played.
Bump up the might on the gear and lower the power cost.
And then when you think about it, when they go into every single, power spec, then someone could probably easily forget to go into one, and then that power's broken until they can do a hot fix for it, which would probably take a month or two.
Doing that much fucking work to something, there's bound to be problems.
Yeah,
when you're
month.
When you're touching every single power.
Yeah, they're just opening up it's bad. It's bad.
They're just throwing the needle in the haystack. That's all they're gonna do. And then it's got, oh shit, we gotta fix this, we gotta fix that. Oh, pray for unicorns.
That's that's too much work. That's going out of the way. And it still does absolutely nothing between the might and precision balance. Nothing. And they're trying to cover it up and say, oh, this is not gonna do anything to balance precision and might.
And it doesn't do anything for the casuals who are complaining.
The people that don't want to clip,
because it's not going to make them good on the scorecard.
Weapon mastery, you have to clip weapon mastery to get the benefit out of the actual power.
And you have to have the skill points to get it.
Mm-hmm. So the people that don't like the clip, how is this helping those people? It's not helping these people.
Or the broke people that can't buy the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
How many people here would quit the game if the scorecard was removed? I mean,
I wouldn't.
What's your main motivation for playing? I want to hear from people. Like you, Crappy.
I smoke weed and I got nothing else to do at night.
No, I mean, would you still play the game if the PvE scorecard wasn't there?
Oh yeah, I would, but it would be a lot harder to tell.
Right.
Who needed to step up their game.
What about you,
Rock? A lot
of
the times you don't know.
Oh, I'd be out of this bitch.
Just imagine if there was.
Hey, hold on, Krabby. Let's hear from Rock for a second.
Joking.
I got a tiny bit of little boy. Fuck Rock. He can shut up.
Oh, that's not right.
I'm just kidding. No,
he's been shutting up for the last hour.
If the scoreboard was gone for a long time, then you really wouldn't know, because right now you know who's good and who's not good because you play with them. But like if there was never a scoreboard, it would be a hard judge on who was the better player. And like if you got in a group with someone who sucked and they were bringing the group down, but you really didn't know who it was. You know, you knew the DPS was bad because the burn was slow, but you don't really know exactly which one it was.
Right.
Now, if you could actually, when you first queue up for the instance, if you can go in saying, I'm primary troll, I'm backup troll, or I'm a healer, and then, taking according of like who's got the better gear and the stats or whatever, or even skill points, if they could have at least like a percentage bar saying, okay, well, at least he's holding his end of what he's supposed to be doing in the raid, so you can have like,
would be the same thing, because then you'd have people, I beat you by 30%,
Well, I mean, but you're going by like how people are geared compared to the skill points and stuff like that, or somewhere, because the only one problem is that like one of the healers are going to be bad if everybody's dying, and when the tanks are, the only part you're going to really be needing that for would be for DPS, but you can obviously tell that if you don't have power.
But it should the scorecard should calculate actual DPS, which it doesn't calculate DPS.
In defense of getting rid of the scorecard, it would just be different criteria. Like, if one DPS is dying over and over, he's bad. If a few people are dying, it's probably a healer, and you more than likely can just inspect and see who's not geared up enough. Like, there's certain ways to tell. If pot keeps dropping, it's obviously the primary troll.
I think the scorecard is fine. Everybody just needs to stop worrying about it so much.
They just need to get it out of there.
If you're a power, if you're nature and somebody's celestial or rage, of course they're going to beat you. Just fucking deal with it. Like, I'm nature now, and I don't fucking stand a chance against these guys in raids like Nexus and shit.
Depends what
Get my
raid
ass
is.
whooped.
I know what you're saying. It's just
right.
from
if you're a
watching
power that sucks, do the best you can. You would get more respect from you being fucking Earth and beasting out, and maybe me only beating you by like 500k or something like that, than fucking you switching to Celestial just to do better DPS. That gives you no respect, Like if you could.
Yeah,
like
but the scorecard, there's pressure to do well on the scorecard in the game. That's why people switch,
that's
Crappy.
The thing, pretty much. Like,
that's
from
retarded,
watching,
though. Like, I will always be nature because I like nature.
There you go.
Well, from
like
watching
Celestial
and
came out, I could
betas
have
and
easily
stuff,
switched to it.
I can tell you from playing and watching betas, like, without a scorecard and DPS and stuff, no one bitching or bragging about who did what. Like, just getting, like, watching Elder Scrolls or playing Final Fantasy, it is such a refreshing and better experience without a scorecard looming over this stuff.
Now, I can't remember what they call that in Final Fantasy, but when you're doing one of those like those small alerts outside, like by the lower content. Yeah.
Faith.
If you do one of those, they give you a medal just for you to see this to show like how well you actually went well with the group, or like what you did.
Yeah, the same thing in Guild Wars. You either get a bronze, silver, or a gold.
That's
right. So
for your participation,
constantly changing.
Couldn't you do that instead? Where you just be
exactly.
like, okay, well, here have a gold coin because you did this for this group, or you were actually participating that well for it.
Well, not even that. How about you make it so only you can see how well you're doing? So then if if you get into a group and like let's say there's 3 DPS that are all complaining, they're all worried about that. And you got the first person that's like, oh, things aren't getting burned. What's going on? They can only, it's like, I've got 3 million damage out. You know what I mean? And then if somebody doesn't want to tell you how much damage it's going to be that. But it's not everybody checking the scorecard like, oh, yeah, look how much damage I did.
Well, in other games, they have, instead of having a scorecard, they have add-ons to the game. And this is PC game. They have add-ons that actually are a DPS meter. The problem with DC Universe Online, it just shows your bulk damage. It doesn't calculate your actual DPS. You have to figure in your cooldown times and your cast times of each individual power to actually calculate your actual damage per second.
If DC supported add-ons, maybe that wouldn't be such a problem.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that DC's going to do that. I'm just saying that the scorecard needs to calculate the cast time of the power and the recharge time of the power that the guy's using as well into the DPS. To give you an actual DPS rating per second. Don't just make it bulk damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I was going to say, Elder Scrolls Online is going to have add-ons, and that's going to be a console and PC.
Right. So I mean,
it can be done for console games. They just don't do it.
And with the way this game is, though, like even the stuff on it now makes it fucking laggy. They couldn't add anything else to it.
Yeah, that's true.
It seems like it's all used up, like the engine and whatever they got going. It seems like it doesn't have too much more in it.
Because of the PS3.
Even on PS4 sometimes too.
Yeah.
My shit's
But isn't
laggy.
Final Fantasy 14 gonna be on PS3? Doesn't that seem like a huge game?
PS4?
Different engine.
Yeah, they've got a totally different way of building it. I mean, that's the big thing.
Yeah, it's separated into a lot of mini worlds.
It doesn't seem like this engine utilizes like.
Well, they're on
very
that
well.
old Unreal 3. Still.
Well, the Unreal Engine wasn't really made to make an MMO, to make like a big open world. It was made more like a combat arena, you know what I mean, engine, where it renders the 3D textures real quickly during the battle. You know what I mean? That's the big thing of it, and it wasn't made to be an MMO. It was kind of controversial when they were announced when DC Universe first came out. It was a little bit controversial. People were going, "Oh, you're really doing the Unreal Engine 3?" But I guess it was a cost-effective way of coding their game, is what I've heard. So I don't know, but it's coming back to bite them in the ass a little bit. Bottom line,
A little bit.
a little bit.
Only a little bit.
I mean, fuck, they can code unicorns. It must not be that bad.
Yeah, what about the bandwidth? I thought we were hurting on bandwidth. Why are you adding trinkets at this point?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
The fucking all that memory it's taken for the unicorn.
They could have fixed my fucking mic bug if they put as much effort into nerf and fucking phase dodge and all the other crap they nerfed. We could have not had to adjust our mics every time you log on, maybe. That's fucking annoying.
Yep, no doubt. So what else is going on? Like Vagrant said, there's not a whole lot going on besides the controversy, and that's kind of sad. I mean, it makes for good podcast, though. I like it.
Nothing really except nerfs and unicorns.
Except that DC has a lot of competition coming its way, and they're too busy making a unicorn trinket.
Well, let's talk about that, Vagrant. One of the Revengeancers, I think it was one of the Revengeancers on the forums. People keep mentioning that the competition you just stated coming, and she's like, I think it was Christiana or something. I don't know the name of the person on the forum. I think that was her, and I responded to her. She's like, "Oh, people said that Rift was going to kill the game. People said that Final Fantasy was going to kill the game last year. People said that this game and that game." And I was like, the games you're mentioning here are all PC games. These are now next-gen console MMOs that are coming soon for this game that people are going to leave DC Universe for if they don't. If DC Universe isn't on point in the next 6 months, it's going to wreck the game. Oh, Christiana's a guy. Okay, I didn't know that.
The problem with Final Fantasy when it came to PS3 was they didn't have a working chat system in place. With PS4 and with cross-game chat now, it's a different ballgame.
Different story.
Not to mention, these games are going to be cross-platform. Which means you can play with your PC buddies.
Thank you.
And not to mention, besides Final Fantasy and Elder Scrolls, two big-name titles from two big names in the industry. You've got Destiny this fall, made by the creators of Halo, a big best-selling series. It's an MMO plus a shooter.
Yep.
That will put a big dent, like it or not, in DC.
Yep.
You got to be on ball to compete with that.
And I don't want to see it happen. I really don't want to see it happen. So I love DCUO, and I hope
there's always going to be that diehard fan base. But I got to tell you, man, like I have never seen queue times on the PC side. I rarely ever see anyone in the Gotham Wastelands anymore. It seems so dead PC side. And it's been like that since near damn launch.
That's because nobody wants to play in a PC. Jeez, we want to chill in front of we're Americans. We want to chill in front of our TVs and drink beer and smoke weed while we're playing video games.
Now, Galaxy.
Happy for council.
Hey, Galaxy Soul in the chat says we need to keep it real. Final Fantasy 14 and Elder Scrolls ain't got shit on DCO gameplay.
They don't.
Yeah, but
I mean, Elder Scroll, Final Fantasy 14, I can understand that because, it's that tab targeting. That targeting system is completely different. So, you really got to get used to that coming from there. But Elder Scrolls is different. It's that action base. So that'll get, they can't just be like, well,
but they also...
I would tell you this right now, though. If Elder Scrolls Online and DC Universe came out at the same time, I would have not been playing this game.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
DC has a beaten fast game combat now, but once these nerfs go into effect with no jump canceling
that's the whole
and
point
to slow
we're
the
talking
game down,
about. Yeah.
The jump
then
canceling
DC
is going to be perfectly
slow
fine.
rotation-based combat just like the other two. It's not going to have the advantage long. It needs to do something to keep ahead.
I don't remember anybody saying Defiance would kill DCUO.
Yeah, they were.
I never heard that.
They were saying it because I bought Defiance when it first came out. Yeah, they were saying it, and Defiance looked promising at first, but yeah, once you play
Defiance's problem is it came out too early. It should have waited a few months for PS4.
That and plus it should have waited for the show a little bit more. Because you got trapped in a story that you weren't understanding right off.
And it didn't have great support either.
That show didn't last very long, did it?
No,
it's still going, right?
It's still going on.
Oh, is it still going on?
Yeah, it went through a full season and stuff.
I'm not hating on DC. I love DC. I just don't want to see it die because
it's not going to die unless Sony's like, hey, man, this isn't making enough money anymore. But Sony is also known to kill off games. So I would not put it past them if they were like, you're not meeting your quota anymore.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is like what you guys are all talking about was like you got, this game that could probably, for competition-wise, you got this game coming out, you got this game coming out, But when you actually factor in when all these games are out,
yeah, that's the problem.
Even a slight hit. This is a big thing too. Even a slight hit could spell the end for DC because first off, Sony Online is shutting down 4 games in the next couple months. Vanguard, Free Realms, and I think some other games as well are being shut down, guys.
Those are all real shitty games, though.
Doesn't matter, though. Vanguard's been around for a long time. Free Realms has been around for a long time. It's because they don't meet that quota anymore. When games like Final Fantasy 14 and Elder Scrolls Online and Destiny, and then there's just going to be more. It's going to keep coming.
The crap's just going to keep throwing on the pile, man.
When there's so many options out there, people are going to go elsewhere. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I don't think another game will ever kill DC. DC will kill DC.
And I mean, they already said that.
The thread I keep bringing up Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy also dedicates to their games. Like, they still support 11. 11's been going since PS2. It's been going for like 7 or 8 years, and they're still supporting it and doing stuff with it. It's still running. Last time I checked, people still play it.
This
isn't a game they're going to give up on. They know what they're doing.
Well, see, and then you got with all those other games coming out and stuff. PS3 was pretty much the saving grace of DC Universe because the PC already got a bunch of hits when Knights of the Old Republic came out and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had a lot of MMOs that took shots at.
Yeah, PC is even more of a rough paradigm. It's
and
crazy.
Now these are coming out for PS4. DC was the only real MMO for the console players.
Yeah, that's not going to be the case here in about a year. I mean,
and that's about to change.
They're going to have 3 or 4. What about that Order 1886? That's supposedly
that's not an MMO.
Oh, I thought it was. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a single player.
Person
shooter.
I got you.
And even though people, have had some negative impressions about Elder Scrolls, which a lot of them, since it's only been on it's only been on PC, have been people that are so used to other MMOs on there that they kind of have a standard for it. But
yeah, there's going to be players when
it comes to consoles that love Skyrim, that game still got that feel. So they're going to be right in it. Like, hey, I'm playing this, and what are they going to spend their money on? $15 for DC to have the same thing they always did, or something brand new? So
this is basically a point. Like, we're honestly not trying to hate on stuff like the Unicorn Trinket just to be haters. That is something that could potentially turn off current and new players And the last thing we need is something that causes this game to fall below a quota and meet its end because Sony Online Entertainment drops it because it's not bringing in the money anymore. This has the potential to be a game changer. We're not hating on it to be haters. We're hating on it to try and save this game from any unnecessary changes.
Not to mention, ESO has probably one of the robust PvP systems I've seen in a long time. And this is coming from a guy who plays a lot of MMOs.
Yep.
DC couldn't even hold a fucking candle to it. That's how bad it is. DC needs to do something.
See, like this bitch right here. Oh, gat, don't even play DC anymore. In her fucking signature says, don't play inactive in DCUO. And this bitch is in the forum.
Then why are you on the forum?
Commenting on fucking weapon mastery. Get your fucking non-playing ass and your
they're trying
dumb
to screw over the
ideas
game.
Out of here.
Old players that are haters.
This bitch sucks too. She was complaining about all kinds.
Yeah, it
of
sounds
stuff.
like that one douchebag, Mr. E, who quit playing, but he still would like he had nothing better to do than to get on people's YouTubes and like put them down or say that DCO's closing down or something like that. It's like, dude, if I stopped playing this game, I wouldn't be sitting around trolling people. You know.
Oh, we got other games to play.
Yeah,
right.
he's probably sitting around in his mom's basement, you know, sitting there trolling the DCO YouTubers, you know.
Count, we all know he doesn't call them he doesn't call it his mom and dad. That's his roommates. Air quotes there. Roommates.
I'm subleasing the basement.
I just saw miniature Johnny Depp giving air quotes.
Johnny Depp.
That was my picture.
That was funny when you did it, though.
There you go, Count. You need to make a picture of miniature Johnny Depp with his air quotes and say.
Well, you better get a screenshot tonight. The beta ends today.
All right, I better go get it. Let's get it.
Of what?
Get it when you get off.
Miniature Johnny Depp.
What beta ends today?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. And then we gotta wait till April 14th.
I'm playing it on the PC right now, but
so in terms, okay, Count. In terms of what MMO we should play, do you want to play Elder Scrolls or Final Fantasy 14?
I'm more into Final Fantasy 14 right now. To be honest with you,
I'm playing DC and 14.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play them simultaneously.
Gotcha.
I'll be playing the Elder Scrolls. I'll make all these bums play it too.
No, I can't pay for 3. I can't afford 3 right now.
I could barely even afford 2.
I'm paying for the test server too. But that's all right. I mean,
you're just a boss apparently.
I'm okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I did get called back to work starting tomorrow. So, and I might be on third shift. So, I may have to have a meeting with everyone to see about possibly moving the time of this or the day of this. I need to. I don't know. I'll know the details tomorrow, but
I heard we're going to Friday night.
What, go on Friday night?
We could shut that podcast down.
No.
There's too many fucking unicorn lickers over there.
I don't think they're licking unicorns.
Unicorn lickers.
Oh, guys, they're about to jump cancel.
Too many bronies.
Jump cancel isn't even going to be bad. It's going to be noticeable for us, but not really. Like,
yeah, but any change adding a second, even they're saying it's going to be between like 1 and 1.2 seconds. Even that diminishes
I don't
the
think it's
damage
going to
per
be
second.
that long. They were saying
Hardlight can barely keep up with Celestial as it is, dude. It's going to fall below the top powers. It's going to be like a tier 2 power.
it's going to be like a 0.5 or a 0.7 seconds.
It's not tier 1. I can tell you that. This drops out of the tier 1 contention, probably.
Maybe.
And then everything having a universal cooldown.
See, if it's only a 0.5 or 0.7, like Spittle was saying, it's probably going to, either him or Meps, is going to be a second or under. Something like that. Now, if you think about it, when
they originally said 0.5, so I'm really hoping they keep it a half a second.
Yeah. So if I'm doing Plasma Retch on PlayStation, I can't do Plasma Retch tap range and jump. If I press all those buttons in combination as fast as I can, I don't get the rifle grenade off and the short jump. I just jump really high, and it cancels out Plasma Retch. Now, for me to be able to cancel Plasma Retch correctly and shoot my rifle grenade, I have to hit Plasma Retch, and I have to wait at least 0.5 of a second, if not probably about that long, maybe a little longer, and then tap range and then jump to get it off correctly. But if you're on PC, you could press all those buttons as fast as you want and still get the combo off with the rifle grenade in it. So I have to do a little bit of the animation, but on PC, you do it so fast, the only way you know they did plasma retch is because you see it being touched on their loadout bar. So people on God, I'm too high. People on PC, it's gonna fuck with. You know, they're gonna have to actually sit there and do some of that animation now.
That's exactly what I was talking about, though. To the point of where if you are clipping so fast, to where just everything looks like you're just standing there. You know that there's something broken with your game. You know there's something broken with your game if it's like that, and that's why I'm kind of glad that they're adjusting it.
PS3
and that's what I was trying to say.
PS4 have some limitations like that. Not with
That's
all
what I
of
was
them.
trying to say, though. Like a couple weeks ago, like it's not going to hurt that bad because they're trying to eliminate that exploit essentially, because it is an exploit.
But on PC, you could just mash the powers as fast as you want. There's like no boundaries. As fast as you could press the buttons, as fast as it happens.
Yep. And that was the biggest problem.
No, so like in my eyes, that's cool because then those guys that are on PC won't be fucking. They'll be more equal to a person on the PS3 or PS4. Like
Maybe
when you
they're
see some
trying to
loadout
get it to
videos
where-
from people doing crazy shit that you can't do on the PlayStation. You know,
Maybe
now
they're trying
they'll
to
be
get
in
it
the
to
same
where
party
that the
with you.
servers can finally, cross play with each other.
If they did that, that would be cool. I
That
wouldn't
would
want to
save
play
the
That would
game for
be
sure.
that would be awesome.
Are you guys prepared for that stuff though?
I would
God.
definitely be up for that. I would be like, fucking finally, I got
But
Count
then-
to play with and shit.
Yeah.
But then Count has to play with the Revengeancers.
poop all over those bitches.
No, they're
No,
heroes.
but right now,
They'll take their little unicorns and shove up
Oh,
their
that's
ass.
even better.
Aren't the Revengeancers heroes?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, their fun would be over. They'd walk out of the safe house
They be
and they'd see contract killers
Yeah,
and
they'd be
search
smacked
groups
up.
standing shoulder to
Yeah.
shoulder, and we would beat their ass.
and then we'd fuck their unicorns. That's
Whoa,
right.
whoa.
Wait a minute. There was no
Bestiality
penis
is what's going
trinket.
on here.
With
I don't
our
give a
penis
shit.
trinkets.
Even
Worse
virtual
got pretty
bestiality's
big
not
dicks.
cool,
You know,
bro.
a unicorn's dick might be even bigger.
Oh man, we're gonna pee.
You
There
could
you
hurt
go.
your organs.
Maybe that's why they want the unicorn trinkets so bad.
Oh.
Jesus.
So
Yeah,
they're
but if
beast
they make-
PC players. Nah, they're not beasts.
If they slow the PC down to how the PlayStation is, I would have no problem merging the servers. But
would
right now,
love
as
that.
it is, you would get fucking creamed in a PvP match against PC players.
Because there's just
And
people
PvE.
that have macro programs that just sit there and press one button and they're doing like everything they need to.
Hmm
Unicorn centipedes.
And some people were like, "Oh, I use a controller on PC and I could still clip just as fast." Yeah, because you're still on PC, you fucking dumbass. It don't matter if you use a controller. You could still, as fast as you could push the buttons, is as fast as it can happen. You know, I don't know what this guy was thinking. Oh yeah, I use a fucking controller on my PC. He doesn't get the point. It's still a PC. You can't come to PlayStation and do that. Some of it you can, but not all of it. Fuck PC elitists. I got a Mac, bitches.
Shit.
PC elitist. That's right.
Don't get mad, man.
Oh, how about all these PvP guys? Rock's been doing a little PvP with Murder because Murder's trying to get his gear. They've been fucking up all these people that PvP every day. How do all these PvPers like getting beat by some people who PvP twice when the fucking new gear comes out? And those people fucking play every fucking day, and they're
How
getting
many of
whipped by
those
some
were Disco
PvP
Biscuits?
players.
You know,
I've
all they do
actually
is
been-
all they do is play PvP.
All
and
they
then,
do is PvP, and some fucking PvE players come in and whoop them. They should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
I've actually been spamming Moon to get feats, and I've gotten like really good with Faust again. Like someone that nobody uses.
Oh, on the Legends.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone's
Beast.
you playing Two-Face. Now, of
I
course,
know, like
Two-Face
I beat-
is OP. I'm not one to complain, and I'm not gonna complain.
he's just got too much health.
But he's beast.
He's just got too much
Way
health.
too much health.
way too much health, and that's pretty much about it.
And everyone called it. Everyone
so
called it
easy
on
to
Friday Night
counter.
Legends when Clutchmeister got beat, and they ended their run of like tournament wins or whatever. Jason Todd beat him, and Pyro beat him, I think. Everyone in the chat called. He goes, "Yep, he's going to be on the forums tomorrow, bitching about Two-Face."
Let's be honest.
And he was.
For the amount of damage Two-Face puts out, and for all the ads he summons and everything he does, being a ranged DPS, who if you even get near him, you get so many dots from ads and barrels and stuff, it's retarded. He should be a glass cannon. He shouldn't have the most health out of all Legends characters at 8,200.
Yeah, he's got a shit ton of health.
He should have more like 6,000 health. He should be a glass cannon.
I don't
He puts
care
out the
that
damage,
he's
but he
OP.
can't
It's a
take
good
it.
challenge. I was so close to beating the dude. So close.
I wouldn't mind it if freaking everyone and their mother didn't use Two-Face. Every match
because
I'm
he's
in,
overpowered
every
now.
single match
Right.
is Two-Faces. Two-Faces.
It went from
Two-Faces.
John Stewart to Two-Face. Yep.
Well, no.
Yeah,
Actually,
and it went
it's
from Steel
Steal the John Stewart to
Stun,
Two-Face. as he
Steel
got
John
nerfed.
Stewart than Two-Face.
I rarely ever see steals anymore.
I know.
I
I
still
saw
use
one
Steel.
steal yesterday. That was
I
it, and
still
he
like
had his
Steel.
poop pushed in.
I mean, I'm really glad that they're finally adjusting them, just because it was so stupid to see the same people over and over again when you have 28 choices now. It's ridiculous.
when did
That's why-
Two-Face get so beast? I used to play Two-Face back in the day, and he wasn't
they
beast
buffed
like
it.
that.
It
They
was
might have
like
Ninja buffed
Interrupted,
him.
and he got more
It was
health.
like around game update 33, they were like adjusted Two-Face's health and made it to where his barrels aren't interruptible anymore.
Because I'm a pussy when I play PvP. I used to pick him in 4v4s, and I would just hide in the back like the healer and bomb the fuck out of everybody. And he was never that beast. And now he's fucking... I played one match with him, and I suck, and I was stomping on people. I was like, oh, jeez. I couldn't even use him anymore. I put him away. The Catwoman. I PvP'd all day the other day, only lost 3 fucking matches. And I suck. So how could all these people that think they're awesome at PvP think they're awesome at PvP? Because I'm fucking playing this day, I'm below. I shouldn't be beating all these people up. I beat a couple of decent named people, well, people in decent PvP leagues. And I'm terrible. If you get beat by crappy heals, fucking delete your guy. Especially if you PvP every day. Just fucking quit. Sometimes I was going in there, I was baked. I was going in there and I was just like, oh, you know what, I'm going to eat. I'd just queue up and stand there and eat. Throw the match. Be like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. One of those guys for a few matches. Yeah, I did it. With that guy.
You're just
Delete
waiting
your
for
fucking
some
game.
No, I fight
delete
most
your
of them,
game.
but I just want to get my PvP done and over with. So while I was eating, I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to stand there and let this guy fucking own the node. I don't give a fuck. I just want this gear. I just want to get it done. I fight every single one of them, win or lose. I don't care. But if I'm doing something, I was at fucking work the other day. I queued up a couple times while I was working, went back into the garage and fucking worked. I have a PlayStation 3 in the garage. Let's let a couple people beat me a couple times in a row.
See, in other games, it kicks you out of the whole match if you don't do anything, or it doesn't reward you.
Hey, thank God DC is easy mode because everybody complains on the forum, so I'm going to take advantage of it once in a while.
You know what's next, DC? You're gonna let people buy their marks on the marketplace?
Oh
Like,
God,
spend
don't say that.
$10 and
Don't
get
say
all
that.
You just log
Don't
in.
say that.
Hey, on
Steal
really-
my ideas. That's
Hey,
the
hold
day I will uninstall my game.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys haven't looked at the work in progress thread because there's something on there about that.
Well, they're
Really?
talking about adding something for support roles for the work in progress for the
And
weapon
they're
mastery.
adding total recall kits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for exobytes.
That's for mods.
That's not
Can't
marked.
people just
Yeah.
farm the bits like we all do? You just go out there and they're on the street and you fucking press circle on them and pick them up and they go in your inventory and then you collect enough of them and you make a mod. People don't have enough time to do that? Really?
Some
No,
people
they're too
don't.
lazy. It's these same people are like, I only play 20 minutes a day because I have a life. I have family and work.
I run my
Like
own
I need to.
business.
I only have time to farm 1 stack for my new tier armor. So
I
let me get
never
off-
see any of the raids. What? They're so hard. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
have
like,
an
then
hour
don't play
to put
the game.
into the game.
Exactly.
The raids aren't hard. They were hard, then they got nerfed. Now they're
I
just
can't
normal.
believe they're nerfing A and
I've-
B hero side again.
I've never seen a game where players complained about a raid being more than an hour.
Yep.
It's like, do you like what? I don't like. How did you even get to tier 5 in the first place? Then
if you only got 20 to 30 minutes to play, how the fuck do you even have enough time to do a raid? Why are you playing an MMO? You know, it's like, dude, it takes
an
a
MMO's
more
not
time.
For you. Yeah.
It's not Call of Duty. You don't go into 3 matches,
right,
mop up the floor, or do whatever the fuck you do on Call of Duty, and then jump out and then turn off your system and go and have family time. It's an MMO. Deal with the fucking consequences of getting stuck into it, you know? That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, you guys gotta look up the definition of MMO. Like Final Fantasy, it's like Final Fantasy, DC, World of Warcraft, all the same type of game. This isn't something short. They call them time sinks. You have to put in time and work to get results. It's not 20 minutes, done, thank you, gone for the day.
Yep.
You're playing the wrong type of game if that's the way you think.
Yeah, and they need to quit bitching on the forums.
How about how they're nerfing Hank? His infernal ability has been temporarily suspended, so he's not even going to do that attack anymore. His swoop attack
then
damage.
If they're taking his infernal, I want Saint Walker's lantern gone. That damn thing pushing me around,
it's the same
me
thing.
off.
Yeah,
I want it gone.
Saint Walker's lantern.
But who's complaining about? I mean, who's complaining on the hero's side right now that it's too hard? Is it people that are like low 90 CR that's complaining it's too hard? Maybe
I don't know, but
it's so the problem other MMOs have. It's melee DPSs that don't know that. Hey, even though you got a tank, when you see an attack like that happening, you have to move.
Yeah.
Maybe they should just bring another healer instead of piling in 4 fucking DPSs.
Right.
I can't move because I sit there with my L2 on my thigh, so I can just hit that there and I push buttons, and then I'm drinking a beer and eating some apple pie. I had to leave for dinner with my family.
Since we've been talking about this, it made me come up with an idea. You know, because our big problem that we've been talking about is the fact that we think that they're all listening to the wrong people and not enough people get on the forums. So what if they gave us a base amenity that brought you directly to the forums through the browser and the PS4 and the PS3?
That would be amazing.
So, you know, then there was no reason why, you know, and it was already, well, even if it didn't get automatically linked, because that might take too much brain power, but if it just brought you straight to the forums and said, hey, sign up, and they streamlined it to where you could come straight there and, you know, complain about the game, then everybody would get, you know, there would be no reason why somebody couldn't get on there.
What if when they had something like big, like Weapon Mastery, like put it up in like the event tab or something and put, what do you think about fucking Weapon Mastery? Do you like it? With a yes or no box or something like that. And then they could limit you to like 30 or 50 characters, and then everybody on the game would be able to get some
even better.
Like at the character select screen, they give you the option if you want to add more tunes every once in a while. You say yes, please, or no, thanks. Give us, you know, options to be like, do you like this about this game? No. Do you like this?
Better.
You know.
Yenzer Meps or Spittle. Set up a character that no one can see when it's online. Give out the character's name. And just let people send in-game mail to that character with suggestions or responses to ideas. If they're bad players or if they do something stupid to spam you, add them to the block list. Or if they do something stupid, you can always just give them one of those 3-day bans or something.
They love those. Take
insight from the actual community. Like, this guy's a legendary subscriber who sent me mail.
Double penetration.
Double penetration.
You know he's going to be using those unicorns to get people
double penetration for when I get banned again for buying more accounts.
Come on, Mac, let us hear it.
He needs to get banned.
We're not live.
He actually really did that.
Okay, we're back. We are back. Sorry, I think I'm having some sort of issue with my connection or something, so do apologize.
No, that is unacceptable. This is the last time you borrow internet from Trex.
Oh God.
Geez, your computer crashes every weekend.
No, it doesn't.
Every weekend.
I haven't had this happen. This hasn't happened in a long time. It was my. I think it was my internet. It wasn't actually my computer.
$200
flashlight.
But no, it wasn't my Nighthawk modem. It's good. It's sitting right here.
Fucking, I love how instead of say it wasn't my modem, you got to put in there your Nighthawk modem.
Good girl.
That's not even
Good
sugarcoating.
girl. That's my baby.
Your computer is so bad it needs its own crash test dummy.
I know. I think you should use the Mac while you're trying to do
computer out there
this.
that needs one.
Dude, Macs suck, dude. Those computers are bogus.
Coming from the guy whose
looking at
computer
porn all the
does
time when your
Apple
computer
stock
makes-
is gonna crash.
We wish.
Anyway,
It's gonna really bite the big one.
they're
Okay.
predicting that the Apple stock is gonna plummet. So for some reason, I don't know. Anyway,
Well,
we,
the
Trinkets coming.
i5 come out, then the i6 come out 2 months later.
Yup.
Sorry guys, should have waited.
I can't wait for the new iPhone to come out. Hell yeah.
yeah, I think we lost everyone in our chat stream, but that's all right. I mean,
I don't know. It's still showing people. It's just not popping up on there.
yeah, I do apologize. Just some
Not
technical
fault.
issues. Oh well, I mean we got like an hour and 40-minute show before it crashed, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you say when you're a Windows user? Oh, well, I got 2 hours out of it. I'm good.
Yeah.
And then see, like the one time that Crappy hosts the call, there would be so many issues. He'd be like, "This,
I have
this
only
never
had-
happens when I'm doing
I've
anything."
only
Yeah,
had
you have an
one
appliance
program
kick on in
closed
your
the
house. You have an
I mean,
appliance
maybe
kick
if,
on your house.
maybe if
Crappy,
Apple could
and-
actually get a live streaming freaking program on the damn computer.
Yeah.
Hey, Vagrant, we'd
live
all have
stream
to
right
use
now.
ham radios if Crappy
Oh
was going to
man, I can't
gonna
use
be the
my
fucking
Q or
host.
my W on my keyboard because all the resin residue I got inside there is just stuck.
I could live stream
My
right now.
space
through
bar's a little
GarageBand.
stuck too because of all
I
the
don't even
porn.
need an outside app. I have an app built right into my shit to do that.
Yeah, but ham radios don't count. Okay,
Ham
walkie-talkies.
radio. I don't know what that is.
Hey, Kaiser, are you there? Over?
Oh no, it's
Are you
not
there?
like
Over?
that. Quality.
Hey
Shit.
guys,
You have no right to talk. Your computer was just.
You know,
shut
I
off
don't even
10
think
minutes.
with how crappy he is, I don't even think this cheapskate has a Mac. I think he's got like one of those leapfrog computers. He's just calling it a Mac.
I got 3 of them.
He's like, it's
You
like
got a leapfrog, bitch.
Like, it's like the Disney Channel where they got like the off-brand Chinese one with like the fucking pear on it.
It's not even that. It's a fucking Etch a Sketch.
I'm surrounded by Apple products right now. I got an iPad in front of me. I got my Mac. I got my fucking iPhone.
It's an
In
Etch
the
a
other
Sketch
room,
where
I
you
have an
actually wrote
iMac.
Mac on there.
Dude, a freaking apple that you freaking carved into a bong does not freaking count.
Oh, I haven't done that since I was a little boy.
His car phone's still in a briefcase. You know those briefcase
No
car
shit,
phones.
I remember that.
Handcuffed
Plug
to
it
his
into the
wrist?
cigarette
Yeah.
lighter. Fucking...
Do you actually have indoor plumbing, Crappy, where you live?
I'm not that old that I have
okay.
a phone in a bag. Jesus.
How long is your antenna for your phone? Is it
Why
still
you guys
connected to
making
your
fun of
wall?
me? This
Yeah.
is the guy. This guy's computer just shut down.
He's
He's the one with bad
neglecting.
internet.
I think the laser shark trinket was too OP for my connection. I think it, because I had that screen up again. I think it crashed it.
Unicorn us now?
I mean, you can't say that, man. You're completely dooming the agenda right there if you say that.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
sorry, Tormentus. It was my fault. I host these calls on my broadcaster, and it crashed on me.
Which
Yeah.
we're about to get somebody new to do. Jeez.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking about
Give
this.
me a
They might have to
break.
make the laser shark sound a little bit more friendlier, you know, so they might have to go to like the sex-like shark in honor of their council member.
Oh, let's not even go there. That guy shouldn't be on a My Little Pony council, let alone a friggin' DCUO.
You
So
should get My Little Pony duct tape put around his mouth.
He
I
can't
gotta
even
put the
call
brony-
himself a nerd.
I gotta put the
mean,
Brony
damn.
screen back. I gotta put the Brony screen back.
Listen,
up.
you
I'm
don't
sorry.
even know how the council
Hey.
works.
Count, man.
Father.
Can you make another My Little Pony little whatever the hell it is, Photoshop
Animation?
or whatever? Yeah, little animation with your Trex Light doll in there.
That is not a Trex Light doll. That is
bullshit.
Scrubby the Forum Troll. 100% casual, 0% skill. Come on.
Okay. And can we have Sergeant Hypocrite make a guest
Tomatoes,
appearance?
tomato. Same damn
I
thing.
hate when people correct you on the forums about spelling.
So did you get the crappy heel style yet?
The Crappy Heels doll?
Yeah, I thought you said you were looking at Shaggy dolls from Scooby Doo.
Oh boy, if you got a crappy heel.
Zoinks! Cheeseburgers are awesome, dude. I'm gonna go home and pack a bowl and eat some ice cream. Oh boys, go. Oh, Reggie.
Ratchetory rape.
You notice that all those years Shaggy and Scooby were big fucking weed heads, but nobody ever thought that when they were little kids.
Well, it's the running gag, man. It's the joke that the little kids aren't supposed to know, but the adults throw it in there. What made the cartoon?
Yeah, like no one knew that the kids from the Magic School Bus grew up to be Captain Planet's proteges. Surprise!
The magic.
Cat's out of the bag.
Is that really what happened?
I'll let you decide.
I can't show the chat anymore on the screen because my whole Twitch thing just crashed.
Graphics card just can't handle it in your Windows computer.
Quagmire says Rock looks like a Riri in game.
He has the same style as me, so I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. We all look the same now.
Our whole league is
gifted research group.
We're all wearing sequenced fucking shiny fucking glowy shit.
Oh, you Michael Jackson motherfuckers! Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, single one of us.
I'm gonna start shooting a Pepsi commercial and watch you guys run out of the hall. I do scream with your hair on fire. Screw this shit.
To be in the league, you're gonna have to spend $8 and get that.
I know,
shit.
Mac. You
I'm
need
out.
to
Not Quag. I said Quag.
What is up with dead celebrities tonight, man? Dead celebrities are getting crapped on tonight like a unicorn trinket. Jesus.
Oh come on, dead celebrities. We haven't even touched them yet. I guess we couldn't. Unless we dug them up, but...
That's hilarious.
Yo, I need to do A and B, Wave, and Nexus when we get on. If anybody is getting on.
I need Wave. I'm down for that.
I need to run A and B on my alt.
I just need to run it.
It's weird that my alt has almost as many skill points as my main now. That's weird.
It's sweet, isn't it?
Oh, I know.
I didn't even play with my other guy.
I spent 700 replays.
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah.
I know my one guy got like 154 skill points. My other guy got 159 now.
Hey, Vagrant. Hey, Vagrant.
I'm getting there.
Did the PC have a half-off tokens? Respec tokens?
For respec tokens? How long ago?
Like now. Like it ends tomorrow. Is that going on right now?
No.
Or is that for the... That might be just for the European server.
I know PC was getting a 10% discount on shit from the marketplace.
Right.
But no, that's actually going to be for all
Everybody.
Legendary subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing away with loyalty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
Something like
really?
that.
They're
Yep.
doing away with loyalty points? So now I don't get my loyalty points?
No, they're doing away
PC.
with station cash and making it loyalty.
Now what?
They're doing away with station cash and making it loyalty.
Making it loyalty. Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
it was.
and then you get the 10% discount on top of that. It's kind of like an extra legendary perk.
Right.
Like kind of like an extra. Don't be pissed at us because we just took away your station cash.
Yo, anybody watch Friday Night Legends this week?
I know Odyssey was on.
Oh no, not Odyssey.
Which
They're
kind of
never on.
which kind of just reinstates the fact of this whole favoritism because there's got to be other leagues that want to be on there, but yet they have like that league on there like 2 or 3 times.
It kind of makes me how many times do you think those guys got pink eye from having their face so close to people's anuses?
And you know what?
I mean, what kind of
they didn't do as
these
good as some of
motherfuckers
the other people did. They got pooped on.
Yeah, I heard
They
that.
don't want to run with 3 trolls.
I heard they did that. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, they need to mix it up a little bit, no doubt.
I just got bored watching it after the few weeks I did.
I say Lifted Research Group get on there.
We don't have enough players.
I'd get fucking
enough players.
They
More like
listen
guys
to
don't.
Rock
Yeah.
for 5 minutes and say. No.
I mean, if we had more people sign on, like we have a decent amount of players, just like people sign on at different times, so it'd be
Right.
sort of
everybody
hard.
would just get the hell on at the same time.
Yeah. Like Cinder plays during the day, and like the other 7 people, I guess they're all at night players, so they all play at night.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to my internet company probably tomorrow.
Why, they don't let you use the internet at night?
They don't let me use the internet at all. I'm paying for 20, getting less than 2.
Seriously?
What the fuck? How are you even
there's
on
a
right now?
Good question. I don't even know how the hell I don't sound like a robot. Like I was running speed tests when we were just doing the show earlier, and I was like pulling like a 1.2, a 1.4. That was about it.
Fuck?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be sending them a check for probably about $4,
How much do you pay on like for your internet monthly?
like 75.
Oh yeah.
That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. They
know,
did
you
this
have to
shit to
ask
me
Rock.
too when Nexus and Wave first came out. That's why I couldn't keep up with you guys in gear. That's why I didn't play for like a month, and I came back and it was just fine. But now they doing the same bullshit over and over again. Now they're updating the TV service side of the cable so that everybody can watch cable TV in HD. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna blow your building up. You're pissing me off again.
Maybe that happened to me a long time ago where I lived in a different location and they came and ran a new cable. They just added, I guess I was getting water in the cable. It wasn't, the seal is cracked or something.
You know, and that might be it. It might be just because, like,
Yeah.
I got a cable that's just outside my house there, and I'm guessing it must be theirs. And we've had like that snowstorm like constantly all the time, and I wonder
if it's been
maybe
freezing and stuff.
I wonder if because it got warm and then it cooled down, and I'm wondering if it maybe got cracked. And
When moisture gets in there, it screws it all up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering why no one else is affected by that. You know, it seems like everybody down for me is okay, but it's only like mine unless my cable.
The break is probably somewhere in yours.
Yeah.
Well, we're just assuming anyway. I mean,
It's because you're white.
Yeah.
We're just speculating, but
whoa, racial.
I didn't mean to pull the race card. Oh, look at this guy on the forums. We have 4 DPS and we could finish A and B in 22 minutes. Bitch, we could finish it in 20 with 2 DPS taking a ball break. You're not good? What the fuck is wrong
2
with you?
tanks, 2
We've done
healers.
it 20 with 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 trollers, and 2 healers.
I know.
And you stood
beat
around
that.
for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Because if you play with me or Rock, you're definitely going to be standing around for at least 5 minutes during some part of the fucking raid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we actually split up. You know, not going all to one side then the other.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we run our alts through
Fictional
now. I
concept,
mean,
Gobble, motherfucker.
yeah, it's a speed contest, I guess.
We never ever go in there for a speed contest, ever. We just
hit
go
it.
in there
Yeah,
and
go in
play it,
there
and we
and-
happen to beat it in 20
The only
something
time we're
minutes.
in there for like 30 minutes is when we have BCD with us.
Yeah, are you saying he's a crutch now?
No, actually, the only time I remember us being in there for more than 30 minutes was when we were doing the 4 corners feat, which we didn't get.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Fucking
I've already
Canada.
got it. That's your
Somebody
problem.
had to press the button. We were all set up and had it all.
Oh,
worked out.
I thought you were
And
all
then
okay there,
somebody
eh?
went out and fucking pushed the button before everybody stood up. We were like,
Hello there, ladies. I'm from Saskatoon. Fucking hosers.
we need
Who
to
did
do
that?
again.
Oh, fucking Canada. Oh, my God.
Okay, here's my next
Does
question.
he get
After
hot?
he hit that button, how long before Rock dropped the vote to kick on him and he was gone?
I think even before he touched the button, it was already being thrown up there.
Oh man, I was so disappointed.
I wasn't mad. I already have the feet. Fuck them.
It's super easy to do it.
It's not hard. It's just kind of time consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make anyone who runs A and B with me tonight do it, so you're all fucking in for it.
I'm lagging.
I'm going to bed.
Bedtime. Yep, bedtime.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end it. We're gonna have to wrap it up, guys.
All right. Sounds
And,
good.
I had fun though. It was a fun show. Bitching about unicorns and bronies, and
We need our sharks with friggin' laser beams attached to their heads.
I'm gonna get it done, man. I'm telling you, the laser shark agenda is gonna be in full motion. I need.
So where do you find this 500-person petition at count?
I will. I'm gonna do a video saying that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to coordinate everyone to get on the forums like at the same time and post. Post
new
the
thread?
like on the forum thread at the same time. So I'll make a video on my YouTube.
They'll fucking close it down.
you should-
Every
I
time
don't
I
care.
start a thread, they
You should
close it.
Photoshop that scene from Super Troopers with that bear fucker. You could just replace the bear with a unicorn and call him Unicorn Fucker. You need assistance. No, I got it. Woo!
But anyway, we're gonna close it up. So I appreciate everyone in the chat for bearing with us. We had a little technical issues tonight there for a couple minutes, but we got through it. So thanks everyone for joining. It was a fun show. Lots of fun.
And please, everyone, remember hashtag Nerf Nerfs and hashtag Trex Fake Nerd.
We might be moving the show to fucking a different time too for a couple of episodes.
Well, the problem is I'm getting moved. If I get moved to third shift, I won't be able to do it at night. I won't be able to. I'll have to do it either Friday or Saturday night. I can't do it Sunday night anymore if I get moved to third shift. So I'll know more tomorrow probably. I'll know what's going on tomorrow.
We're gonna do it Friday.
I mean, I'll have to get with everybody through the week, and
We'll do it live.
Friday.
Who said
I think
that?
Friday would be a good day.
I mean, I haven't talked to Vagrant about it. I haven't talked to anybody really about it. I just because I don't know myself, so they'll let me know what's going on tomorrow. But I'm back to work. I'm a working man after my 11-week break.
I honestly don't think you're going back to the same job.
I am going back.
Third shift. That's a big excuse.
Rough.
Are you finally so desperate for money that you're going to start turning tricks on the corner at night?
Do you really want to go there, Kaiser?
Well, you went there at the beginning with like, here's a picture of Kaiser, so why not?
You know, funny. You're saying turning tricks, but he's actually out there with a wand and a hat, and he's pulling bunnies out of it.
Oh, I think you know what I mean.
Oh, shit.
Nah, he's pulling unicorns.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, look at there! I got another unicorn.
Let's just say, Count and the Revengers have a little more in common than you think.
Oh, don't you know that?
No, that's fighting words, Kaiser.
Well,
don't let me in with those morons.
Derp Squad
trying to bring their unicorn crap into the game. They should be ashamed of themselves. Go play a different game that has unicorns. How's that?
See, this is why we need vehicles. That league needs a short bus.
I don't want to play any other MMO that they play. Let's put it that way, because God knows what they'll be begging for in other MMOs.
They'll be on the Final Fantasy forums talking about, yeah, hey, can we get the Red Lanterns in here?
Yeah, hey, what? Can I get a power ring on my Final Fantasy character?
Can I have the Silver Surfer, please?
Yeah, the thing is, that company's not going to let that fly.
No. Yeah, I want a surfboard as a mount.
Man, like, if anyone ever made posts like that on Final Fantasy 14, not even the community would respond to that shit. They'd be like,
"Shut the fuck up!" Yeah, or they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, get out of here."
The GM would just shut it down.
Yep. The developers wouldn't even give them the time of day.
Right.
They wouldn't even say shut down.
I don't know. Maybe it compromises the integrity of the game. I don't know. And you turn the game into a joke when you do stuff like that. So anyway.
Turn a fantasy game into a joke.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, we are out. So until next week, everyone take it easy.
Peace.
Always wear clean underwear.